Feliz Navidad, everyone. With Christmas right around the corner, drones might be on someone's Christmas list. So how do you know which one to get them? Should you opt for this $100 Ryze Tello? Or is this top of the end $2,100 Mavic 3 the drone you should get? Or is maybe there's something in between? Stay tuned. We're going to break down drones for anyone that might have it on their Christmas list. Okay, so first, let's clarify a few things. When we're talking about drones, we are talking about drones that people want to capture pictures and video. Not FPV, we're not flying airplanes, we want pictures and video, and that's the angle that I'm taking. We're gonna talk about drones that start at like $25, we're gonna get all the way up to $5,000, and there's a lot in between that might be best suited depending on who you're shopping for, even if that person is you. The very first drone I almost always recommend to someone is this. This is the Ryze Tello, and it's about $100. Has a 13-minute flight time and a range of about 100 meters, but it's just super stable. This tiny little flyer has an HD camera that's stabilized electronically. That means if the drone kind of shakes as you're flying it, the footage is actually pretty stable. Now for $100, this is a great place to start. You can even learn how to program this thing to fly autonomously with various different programs that are out there. That's a really cool trick. Good for a kid? Absolutely. This isn't just a kid's toy, it's a great learning tool. So if the person on your list has zero experience flying drones, this is a great place to start. Now if you're just looking for something fun for a kid as a stocking stuffer for maybe $20 or less, I really like the Scoot. It's kind of a hands-free, you toss it up in the air and it just kind of flies. It has obstacle avoidance sensors, so when it gets close to a wall, it kind of stops and pivots the other way. It's really fun. You don't need a controller. Great for children under, I would say, the age of 12, but I actually kind of had some fun playing with it too. If you're looking to get really decent pictures and video, and the first drone that I would recommend for kind of really good pictures and video is actually the DJI Mini SE. Now, a lot of people don't know about the Mini SE because it was kind of released without some big fanfare, but it's a $300 drone. It's basically the same as the Mini 2 with just a couple of limitations. The Mini SE doesn't have quite the range as the Mini 2, so its range is like 4,000 meters. It also has a 2.7K camera, but that footage is going to be stabilized. That drone is actually really solid, and it's going to capture excellent pictures and video. It is the first drone that I would recommend to anyone that's kind of thinking about seriously getting into videography and photography with drones. At $300, the Mini SE is a solid option, but if you can stretch your budget to $450, that's when the Mini 2 comes in. Now the Mini 2 and the Mini SE look identical, but the Mini 2 here has some big advantages. First, the range is a lot more impressive at 10,000 meters and has a flight time of 31 minutes. That's a 1 minute increase over the Mini SE. It's also a little bit faster, but the camera here is capable of capturing 4K footage. So you get a slightly more capable drone. Now it has a handful of intelligent flight modes, as does the Mini SE, but it doesn't have that follow me feature. If you're looking for follow me, then you gotta step up in price class and in drone class. That's where this guy comes in. This is the DJI Air 2S. And this is everything the Mini was, but better. The Air 2S adds obstacle avoidance sensors. You can see these sensors here in the front and in the back. So if you're moving forward or backward and there's something in front of you, it's hopefully not going to hit it. That's what those sensors are there for. And they do a pretty decent job, but remember, they're not foolproof. Now the next thing that's a huge advantage is this camera. This actually has a full 1-inch sensor. That means you're going to get much better pictures and video, especially in low light situations. It's a bigger and heavier drone, so it's going to handle the wind better than either of those two mini drones. It also has all those intelligent flight modes, the return to home, the quick shots, but it also adds an active track feature so you can have this drone track you. This is a professional grade tool for about $1,000. This is a really good drone and probably the drone I would recommend to most people, right? If you're really serious about photography, this is what you want. But it isn't the absolute best. You're gonna get a flight time of 31 minutes and a range of 12,000 meters. That's 7.5 miles. Now the Air 2S is good, but it is not the best. If you need the best, then this is what you need. You want one of these monsters. This is the Mavic 3 and the Evo Pro 2. These things are serious aerial photography machines. Now I think the Mavic 3 has the best camera, and for some people, that's all that matters. but there are some advantages with the Evo 2 Pro that I think you should be aware of. Now, both of these guys have flight times of 40 minutes or greater, 40 minutes with Evo, 46 minutes with the Mavic 3. You can shoot 5.1K video on the Mavic 3, 5.4K video on the Evo 2. You have a 15,000 meter range, 9 miles versus 9,000 meter range. That's like 5.5. So these things, impressive flight range. Now they both have full 360-degree obstacle avoidance sensors. That's a big notch up over the Air 2S. They're both super stable and fairly quiet in spite of their large size. The big advantage of the Evo 2 Pro is there is no geo-fencing. That means you can fly this thing wherever you want, whenever you want, and the software is not going to lock you out if you happen to be in a no-fly zone. Now, don't fly in no-fly zones, but there are reasons and times where you can get permission and fly, and that's kind of a hassle with a DJI product. That's where this Evo, thumbs up. But if you need the best of the best, and that comes to camera, that's this guy, the Mavic 3. This is a Micro Four Thirds sensor that's bigger than the 1-inch sensor on the Evo or the Air 2S, meaning the low light photography coming out of this thing is going to be superb. When it comes down to it, sometimes that's really all that matters. Has all those flight modes that you're looking for, except they're not released until after January 1st. So if you buy this drone early, you're going to have to be patient to get some of those flight modes like the active track, the quick shots, and things like that. If you're interested in buying any of these drones, links down below in the video description. They are affiliate links and they help support this channel. They don't cost you a thing. They just help us out so that we can continue to make videos for you. We also give away drones once a month to our Patreon, so make sure you check that out. Again, more details in the video description. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.